Hi everybody!
Hello!
So today is Brian's birthday.
Yes, it is.
And we're gonna go meet some friends later and have some drinks. But in the meantime, I have a couple of random things for you. Oh,
Sarah bought me these cool sunglasses for my birthday. So anyway, Sarah asked me to also share some of my useless skills with you today.
They're not useless. Okay, so here's my idea.
Yeah.
Because it's your birthday, while he shows you one of his many talents.
Talent is a rough. It's a
I thought I would babble at you about some of my favorite things about Bryan, and while he's doing, you show him what your special skill is.
At the start of the pandemic, we all had a bunch of free time all of a sudden, and so I was like, I'm gonna do two things that I've always wanted to do, and one is learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and then the other was do origami. And so I got like a stack of origami paper, and
we should have brought some up.
Yeah, I should have brought some up. There's a bunch in the studio. And then I spent like 2 days just like practicing with a Rubik's Cube. I got a speed cube so I could go even faster, all that kind of stuff. And on a good day, I can, if it's like a good, I'm really sharp, I've had my coffee, I can do it in like minute 20 on a good day.
That's impressive that you can do it at all.
Sometimes I get like all the way to the end and I forget my move. I think about it too much and then I have to start from scratch. But anyway, I'm gonna try to solve this while you're talking. And any people that know how to do like the proper, I do like the beginner method, I feel like, of solving this. So don't judge me. All right?
We're nerding out here on Rubik's Cube.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna start.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure they can see you. Let me go down here. How about that? Is that weirdly?
Yeah, that works.
So, some fun things about Bryan. He is really good in an emergency or urgency. I know this seems like so crazy, but I cannot tell, like even just this morning, I had this horrible thing. I was walking the dogs. They start like chomping down on someone's old barbecue. And so I don't know what kind of meat it is or like if it's rancid. Yeah. So I'm playing like tug of war with Banjo and it slices my finger. They are like running off trying to find all this meat. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have blood all over my hand. The dogs are like going crazy. And so I just call Bryan in a panic and I'm like, I need your help. And so he comes running. And when he gets to the park, I'm like sitting at the park bench like a crazy person, crying, holding my bloody hand with like meat juice all over it.
That's pretty gross.
He just comes running up, has a towel for my finger, goes, gets Banjo, loads us up in the car, brings us home, and he's like calmly telling me everything's gonna be okay while I'm like sobbing. And you've done that many times, like the Onion in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
See, I got all the way to the end and then I messed up. I gotta go back.
That's okay, because I'm still battling.
Okay,
I only told one story. So I was like, one time in Pasadena too, he was on the couch in the living room listening with headphones, and I'm chopping an onion, and somehow I totally like just chopped down on my finger, and I made some kind of odd sound, blood curdling sound. But before I can even like mentally process what's going on, Bryan has already like jumped over the arm of the couch. He's already like cleaning off my finger. I'm again crying. There's a pattern here. I'm crying because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's like the piano. My finger got chopped off. It's like dangling. I can't see.
The piano. Oh my god, that's a deep cut.
I know. And then, he's just like calmly telling me, oh, it's fine. It's not a bad cut. And blah blah blah. And he handles things so well. So, and I'm like, how the heck did you hear me scream with like your headphones on? But he just calls to action. He also, my thing is here. He can also literally like play any instrument.
Well,
no, if you give him like 10 minutes with, I don't know, a sitar or something, he'd probably figure it out and be jamming some solos on that thing.
Well, I remember Paul McCartney once saying that they were like, oh, how many instruments do you play, Paul? Not that I'm comparing myself to Paul McCartney, that sounded weird. But he was like, I play a bunch of instruments as well as I have to get the sound that I want. So like I can play, like I can bow some bass and cello and stuff, but it's not that great.
I can bow some bass and some cello. There's lots of people that cannot do that.
So
I'm just saying.
I can get it. I'll like practice it as much as I need to get like the sound that I want in like a recording.
Yes.
So yeah, if somebody's coming through the studio and they're like, I want
It's still impressive though.
Well, that's sweet.
He can like fiddle around. I remember I think the first time I saw you kind of fiddle around on the piano, and he was playing in the key of D, which has 5 sharps. And most people who are playing the piano, or at least are learning, they don't like that key. They're just trying to avoid it. And I'm like, that's what you're messing around with, is in the key of B.
Bam! Look at that.
You did it!
Nobody timed that. That wasn't great.
I'm also like, I think I did this properly. Oh. But anyway, yeah. Super talented,
nice.
Quirky. Let's see, what else? Funny sense of humor that you guys don't get to see. He does voices all the time. And he can come up with funny songs about every little thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
I could sing them for you, but I won't.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's, those are private time songs.
Some of them are like so funny, like laundry getting too much, or like, I don't, anyway. So yeah, but that's just part 1. There's more to it, but you were too fast. So anyway, happy birthday to Bryan.
Yes, thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate all the messages on Facebook and Instagram.
We'll show you our
yeah, we're gonna go out tonight.
Partying.
Yes. If you guys are in the Des Moines area, we're gonna be hanging out at a pop-up Christmas-themed bar.
That was his choice.
Called Miracle on Ingersoll. So, yeah, that's where we're gonna be.
Banjo's perfect timing.
Maybe.
All
we'll
right.
see. Yeah.
Happy birthday!
All right, thank you. Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow.